So I'm going to start this process again. The first thing I'm going to do though is just show you, if ever you get into a situation where you just want to unlink a file, you just go back to the File Link Manager, go to the Files tab, select the file in question, and just click on Detach. And click Yes. So that has just removed the file from my scene. So let's do a reset. Don't save changes. Yes, you want to reset. And before we import the file the second time, let's go to Customized Unit Setup and go to the System Unit Setup and change it to meters. And we'll click on OK. We'll set the display to also be meters. So we'll repeat the process that we did before. File Link Manager, find the file, attach file, click Open, go to Rescale, again it'll detect the incoming file units to be feet. Now in this case I do want to work with a preset, but I will have to create something new. So I'll click here where it says New, and I'll give this a name. Click on OK, select it, and click Modify. So the thing I'm most interested in right now is to correct the problem of that circular column. And this is the one parameter here, maximum surface deviation for 3D solids, that controls the number of facets. And basically it's a bit of a strange number to work with, but basically what you're saying is what's the level of imperfection compared to a true circle and a faceted circle. So it was set before at 0.025 meters. I've changed this now to 0.005 meters, and this is just through habit. You'll see that in some instances greater values are acceptable. It depends also on your system unit scale. So we'll now click on Save. We'll go back to the Attach tab, and we'll make sure that AutoCAD Import is being used as a preset. And we'll click on Attach this file. Now typically it's not necessary to do so, especially if you're importing from AutoCAD, but occasionally from other CAD packages you may wish to import in a manner that's different than the standard method. So I've gone back to modify my AutoCAD import settings, and I've gone to the second tab here, Advanced, and just want you to make note here of this pull down list. Typically, as you can see, layer blocks is node hierarchy split by material. Basically what that's meaning is that your layers get brought in as individual objects. If you have a CAD package that for one reason or another it's easier for you to import simply by color, by entity, or as a single object, these are options that you have available to you as among the others here in this list. So I didn't really want to do anything there. except just to show you that there are options when you import your files. So let's dismiss this dialog, and again, let's go have a look at that circular column. So we'll select it, and we'll do an Alt-Q to isolate it, and we'll switch to the perspective view, type the letter U, and zoom in on our column. And you'll see, if we switch this back to wireframe, that we have a lot more facets, which gives us a much smoother looking circular column. So when we want to update a file in Max by changing the DWG file, what we need to do is update the file in the File Link Manager. So, for example, what I've done here is I've actually created a second DWG file, one I've called Curve and Pyramid New. And what I'm going to do is simulate having updated this in AutoCAD by just renaming this file to old and renaming the new file to the original drawing file. Now you could of course go into AutoCAD and make whatever change you like and resave the file under the same curve and pyramid building file name. That's very important. And do the same thing that I'm doing here. And if you do have AutoCAD available to you, that's a very good idea to just play around with either now or after. So let's go back to Max and go to the File Link Manager. And when you go into the Files tab in the File Link Manager, you'll notice your link file here is listed, and there's a little icon with a red flag telling you that this file has been updated. So when we reload this, it'll take a couple of seconds here just to reload the file. But at the end here, you'll notice the obvious design change that I've made. We'll have to click on OK here. That was here to have extended this column right straight through this building to make a design element here on the roof as well. The last thing about the File Link Manager that we'll talk about for now in the context of the AutoCAD drawing is this option here called Bind. Bind basically does a insertion of the file. It removes the linking characteristics, the live link, and now your AutoCAD drawing and your Max drawing will be completely separate. So you don't have to worry now if you do make changes back to your DWG file that nothing is going to be affected back here into Max if that's your intent.